All right, can y'all hear me now? All right, I'm sorry about that, guys. All right, guys. What I was saying was, what is going on with Destiny and Martell and Leberic? Okay, why are why is Martell and Leberic not friends anymore? Why is Destiny saying that she know Martell from high school? And we all know that Martell and Melody met Destiny from Leberic because remember they were at a council thing and Leberic catered the food and Leberic introduced Destiny to Martell and Melody. But why is Destiny and Martell so tight? And why is Leberic and Martell not friends anymore? They've been friends ever since grade school. What happened with these three? Something had to have happened. Why did Leberic leave the show? Because that would have been good for his business. You know, um, jellies. That would have been good for his business to promote his business on the show. Why did he leave the show? Did he catch Martell and Destiny doing something? What happened? Why is Destiny and Martell so close? Destiny will not go against Martell for nothing. Does he got something on her? Does he have something on her? Something ain't adding up here, y'all. Something is not adding up here with this picture. And then this is another thing. Destiny was not following all of these motions until just suddenly. Now all of a sudden she's following motions similar to what Martell doing. Because y'all know Martell is a king of following motions on Melody. So why all of a sudden do their cases seem similar? What is going on here? Then another thing, what got me with Trish and Marquise's case. Trish and Marquise, they can't have their daughter on the show. They can't mention her name, her likeness, or nothing. The same thing with Melody's kids. They can't be on the show at all. So what is going on here? What's going on in Huntsville? Why can't none of the kids be on the show? Well, no, I'm not going to say none of the kids because the Scott kids can be on the show. Give me 1 second, you guys. Give me 1 second. All right, you guys, I'm sorry. I'm back. I do apologize. All right. Can y'all hear me? Hello, PK Joe. Hello, Chanel Monet. Hello, Linda. Thank you for coming over and getting my channel together. Hello, Laura C. Jones, my tea sipper. Let's see here. Hello, my degree is real. Hello, Robux player. Hello, Deborah. Let's see. Let's see who else is on here. Hope I ain't missed nobody. Hello, Ophelia. All right, let me get my housekeeping out the way. Everything I say is alleged in my very own opinion. It's for entertainment purposes only. All things said are alleged in my very own opinion. It's for entertainment purposes only. I do not own the rights to any clips or any music that you may not hear. Also, Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976 is on the screen. Fair use, fair use, fair use. All right, now that you come in, please hit the thumbs up button, please, and thank you. All right, so we're going to be talking about Martell, Leberic, and Destiny. Also, we're going to be talking about Funky DINEVA and Tamar and MENDEECEE'S. Oh, baby, Funky DINEVA is mad. He is mad in regards to Tamar. He said Tamar used him. He said that he out here getting drugged in the streets and Tamar is saying nothing. Now, he trying to act like he didn't know nothing was going on because it's been alleged now that Tamar and MENDEECEE'S was not messing around. It was for her new video for her new EP. So that's what they're saying. But in my very own opinion, I still think they messing around. Okay, I do, because we know MENDEECEE'S, he's for the streets. Okay, now another thing, I'm not mad at Yandy. MENDEECEE'S been out here in these streets for a long time. Yandy has put up with a lot of bullshit from MENDEECEE'S with them baby mamas for years. Do I think Yandy wrong for getting her back cracked? No, and getting nailed into the mattress? Hell no. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. I thought Yandy was another Rashida. I was supposed to put her in the, over here with Rashida. But hell, no, Yandy is getting her, she doing her thing. She said it. She said that she thought their relationship was over because he was out here acting a fool. We saw the clip. She said that she said she was doing her and MENDEECEE'S was doing him. Okay. But y'all better be cool out there in Atlanta. The monster is out there, baby. HIV rate is hot. It's way up out there. I learned some different slang. They call it HIV the monster. I didn't know that. I just found that out. So if I say monster, that means HIV. Okay. So I don't know if a lot of women out there or men out there is on PrEP. Some people saying that that it don't really do anything. Some people say it does. Some people say it makes it harder for you to get the monster if you're taking PrEP. Some people say that some people's body can't take PrEP. It rejects their body. So, hopefully the people who taking it, it helps because Tamar says she takes it. Tamar, you out here in these streets, you need to be taking it. Just allegedly. Okay? If you out here in these streets, you need to be on any type of antibiotics that you can be on, any type of PrEP, anything that you can think of to be on. If you out here and you for the streets, just take you some antibiotics, whatever you got to take. Do what you got to do. Okay? That's all I'm saying. Another thing, guys, women, if you got a husband or a man, right? And your husband or your man has a side piece, quit running up in these folks' house, y'all. You might not make it back out. Okay? You might not make it back out. There's no way. If I know my husband got a side piece or whatever, am I going over there to her house? Matter of fact, if I find out, it's just going to be wraps. There's no need for me to go over to her house. For what? What am I going over there for? People are getting unalive. Quit going over there to people's house. The same thing with men. Men find out that they woman messing around with a man, they going over there to the man house and getting unalive. You cannot be running up here to these people's house. People are putting you down. Okay? Stop running up here to these people's house. I'm not losing no sleep over no man. I'm gonna sleep good. Okay? There's no way. Mm-mm. So we got to stop it. Also, my prayers go out to the Catholic school who 2 children has lost their lives and others are injured. The school year hasn't even jumped off, and you got people already going out pow-powing little kids for no reason. No reason. So, we got to pray over our kids when they leave out in the morning. My daughter has started school. She's in 8th grade. I'm going to be taking my son to take his stuff back to college tomorrow. So we got to pray over our kids. That's all we can do. We living in a bad world right now, guys, and we got to be on our P's and Q's. Okay, we got to be on our P's and Q's, guys, because I believe that we are the end of days. If you know what I mean. If you know. Everything is going on. We got the orange man in the office, and he ain't no good. And he looked like he leaving here. His hands is turning purple. His ankles are swelled up. He ain't looking too well. Now I don't wish that on nobody, but may God have mercy on him. That's all I can say. Also, we're going to get into some Black history facts. And we're going to talk about some other stuff as well that's going on out here in the YouTube streets, guys, as well. We're going to talk about some other stuff. What else we going to talk about? We're going to talk about a lot of stuff, guys. So, we did talk a little bit about Hard and Hustle yesterday. So we're going to start talking a bit, pick up on that. And I do want to talk a little bit about Beyond the Gates as well. Let me put a 1 in the chat, guys. If y'all watch Beyond the Gates, put a 2 in the chat if you watch Hard and Hustle. Okay? All right, guys. So we're going to get our discussion going about Destiny and Leberic and Martell. So let's start this off here, guys. If we can remember. What is going on here, guys? Do you think that Martell and Destiny are creeping? Or do you think they want to come out as a couple? But do you think it'll be too bad if they want to come out as a couple? Because she down for him now. I'm just being honest. She down for Martell. Do you think if they come out as a couple, or do you think Martell will leave Coleslaw for Destiny? Do you think Martell will do that? Let me know in the chat. Let me know. Let me know. Do you think Martell will leave Coleslaw for Destiny? Because Destiny is down for her. She don't, her and Melanie was good friends, but she chose Martell. Now the thing with Letitia and Kimmy, she letting it be known that, if it wouldn't be for Martell, she wouldn't have known them or wouldn't able to be on the show. She ain't saying if it wasn't for Melanie, she wouldn't be on the show or wouldn't have known them. She said if it wasn't for Martell. So, do you think that it's a possibility that they could get together? She said he the one that took her to the pow range, and told her how to shoot a pow when she was going through the DV, allegedly with Leberic, to teach her how to protect herself. So he's doing a lot of stuff for her. So do you think they could be a couple? Or do you think it's too risky? Now, hey, anything is possible. But do you think he will leave Coleslaw and go and try to be a couple with Destiny? Or do you think it's too risky? Now, hey, they going all out for each other. Why not? Why not? Now, here's my theory. I think if she get her money up, he would. I think if she get her money up, that she got a chance. Now, hey, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. If she get her money up, I think it's a possibility that it could be a go, y'all, because he done already ended his friendship with Leberic for. What's up? Why did Leberic leave Love and Marriage Huntsville? Why did they stop being friends? Something had to happen. Hit the like button, guys. Please keep hitting that like button. Please and thank you. Linda said, in my opinion, Martell and Destiny was smashing during both of their marriages. The similarities in Destiny's court case is the same as Martell. That's what I was saying, Linda. Do you think Martell is coaching these people of what to do at court? Allegedly. I'm just saying, y'all. Allegedly, Leberic may have caught Destiny and Martell in the act. Well, if he caught them in the act, why ain't they saying that? You don't think they would have used that for a storyline on Love and Marriage Huntsville if that was the case? They would have used that for a storyline, because it's awfully strange that Leberic left off of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Something happened, y'all. Hello, Robux player. Yes, Linda. LB doesn't even speak of Hotel at all, and they were childhood friends. That's what I'm saying, Robux player. Something had to happen. Because y'all see how Martell and Marceau go back and forth. Leberic just slid on out. Him and Martell didn't have no back and forth, no nothing. You haven't even heard about this out here in the YouTube streets about Leberic or Martell. Something had to happen behind the scenes, guys. Something happened. Something happened. Let me know. Have y'all heard anything out here in the YouTube streets? Something happened, y'all. Let me know what y'all think happened. You said LB with Dustpan would go set her pancake ass down somewhere and leave him alone. Yes, I think Leberic messed up by messing with Destiny. I think they were at a party, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, how did Destiny and Leberic meet? I think they were at a party, and I think he said something to the fact that Destiny came and sat in his lap, or he told somebody he kind of wanted to talk to Destiny, or he liked the Destiny, and Destiny came right over there and sat in his lap. I think that's how it went. Let me know if I'm wrong, guys. Let me know if I'm wrong. You said Dustpan is using the same trick Hotel uses in court. Yes, Robux player. Laura C. Jones, you said they slept together? You think that's what I'm starting to think, that that Destiny and Martell slept together. Do you think now this is just, kind of out there. Do you think Leberic found out they sleep together and confronted Martell? And that's the reason they're no longer friends. Because something had to happen. Something happened. Because before Leberic came on that show, they was friends. So something had to happen, y'all. Something happened. Martell said last season, so don't tell that they're smashing. You said Martell said last season, so don't tell that they're smashing. Who said that, Linda? That is why it talks about blackout the Scott's kids. That is why it talks about blackout the Scott's kids. Why is it talks about blackout the Scott's kids? What's going on with that? They've been smashing. A good man at LB found out her in Hotel was a sneaky link. Well, I wonder, did Melody know it was a sneaky leak? Just asking. I'm just asking y'all. I wonder, did Melody know that they were messing around? I'm just asking. You think she was I know what, I don't put nothing past nobody. I believe they must only have one family court judge, and he or she basically apply the same rules. But I believe Marquise requested that their child no longer be on the show. Okay. Ken been talking real hard as men that Miss Trish ex-husband made him move. Wait a minute, Ken been talking real hard as men that mess with Trish ex-husband made him move out his house. Oh, he have? When did Ken say this? Robux player. So Ken been talking real hard as men that mess Trish ex-husband made him move out of the house. Okay. I didn't know Marquise had power like that. Hello, Chanel Monet. Hello, PK Joe. Marquise had a court document. Okay. You said one. Okay. Y'all. Okay, you said, hey, Dot Willie. You said Funky got all the details on Tamar. You said, why is Yandy wearing a boot on her foot? I don't know. I know somebody was telling me about that. Um, let me see. Something's going on, y'all. You said that wife was done for that, and now she's 6 feet under. Yes, but see, y'all, these wives, baby, let me tell you something. I ain't going to nobody's house because because this is the thing. I hate for somebody to come to my house. Look, that woman was out there kicking on her door and everything. The woman was out there kicking on her door. But the thing is, y'all, she gave the woman 2 warning shots. And they said the husband, she was telling the woman to send her husband out. How dumb did that do that sound? Send my husband out? Just how dumb do that sound? And they said the husband went to the door, was trying to get her to leave, and she forced her way into the house, and her and the woman started tussling, and the woman had the pow in her hand, and that's how the mistress ended up shooting her. I mean, pow her in the stomach. You look, and then when she pow her in the stomach, she ended one. Then that's when the wife ended up running back out the house and jumping in her car. Went to the police station, and then the police was trying to work on her, and then the police ended up taking her to the doctor, but to the hospital, but she didn't make it. All over a no good ninja. Now him and the mistress gonna be able to be together because you out the way. And if you got some life insurance, they're gonna live good off of that and Social Security. Just saying. My condolences to you, but you don't go to nobody's house. And she had even went back there. Her husband was trying to be slick too. He had parked his car behind the mistress' house, but the wife had keys to his car, so she moved the husband's car to the front of the house. I'm not doing all that. Nah, I'm not able to do it. But I can't. Yes. Yep. Pray over our kids. You said the mistress is going to get out of it because wife veered into that woman's house. Yeah, she did. Guys, please tune into Hard and Hustle at 9:05 or 9:15 Saturday nights. Yes. So that they're not able. Yep, 9:15 or 9:05. Hello, Yolanda. Hey, baby girl. You said Dusty is just a standby piece, in my opinion. Okay. Tora, Martell, and Dirty, he's been a couple way from the time he brought her around. Okay. Well, then this is my thing right here. Do you think Martell will be a couple with Destiny? Do y'all think Destiny and Martell could be a couple? Or do you think they're trying to keep it on the low? Let me tell y'all something. I think Martell would leave Coleslaw if Destiny got her money right. What, do y'all think that he would be a couple with Destiny? Because they go to bat for one another. Why not? Just saying. You said yes, and Dustpan Coleslaw wanted him to get back with Melanie so they could have been living a good life off of Melanie's money. Yep, sure did. Dusty is Martell's bottom B, allegedly. Okay. Y'all make sure y'all hitting the thumbs up. I don't believe the DV allegation of Destiny. No, I don't either. Baby girl, they might as well. They've been friends with benefits. Okay. But I'm saying, do you think he'll make Destiny his woman? You said no because they both are broke? Okay. 31 likes and 40 in the chat. So you don't think he would ever make Destiny his woman? Oh, Chanel, you said they definitely slept together. Okay. But then this is the thing. Do you think Destiny want more with Martell then? You think LB told Melanie that he caught him? But then, guys, if they did sleep together, you don't think they would have put it on Love and Marriage Huntsville? Martell said it during a season. LB told Mel. It's in the court papers? You said Yandy was at an event in New York for the kids. She hurt her foot jumping rope. Oh, okay. Oh, double dutch. Okay. You said Dustpan has slept with a lot of men in Huntsville. Yeah, yeah. Why should have just drove the car away, packed his stuff when he finally came home. His stuff outside by the curb. That's what I would have did. I wouldn't have went to nobody's house. Hey, Cam. You said Martell is a want to be pimp, Lorcy. Let's see here. No good husband and his mistress will be sitting in. No good husband and the mistress will be sitting in jail. The insurance policy will go to the kids allegedly. Okay. They're going to keep being sneaky leaks because her post-law days don't have enough money. Well, she's a real estate agent now, so she's gonna be making some money. Dusty can't take care of him. Well, allegedly she got her real estate license back. So you don't think she's gonna be making no money if she sell houses? It's not on the low. F. Marceau told Tisha to be careful with Destiny. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You said Mel don't care. Okay. 41 likes, 43 in the chat. Thank you, y'all. I think Marceau knows something. I don't think Marceau cares too much for Destiny. What do y'all think? But I think Destiny don't care for Marceau either because of the stuff that Marcel was saying about Martell. That's why I think Destiny don't like Marcel. That's what I think it is. And I don't think Marcel too much care for Destiny either. That's why he told Tisha to be careful around Destiny. I don't think he liked Destiny, in my personal opinion. And I don't think Destiny liked Marcel because of the stuff that's going on between him and Martell. Let me know what y'all think. But I think that's what it is. But somebody said they think Destiny, that they're trying to slowly but surely like write Martell and Destiny off of Love and Marriage Huntsville, because that's why they don't have that many scenes. What do y'all think? Do y'all think they're trying to get rid of Martell and Destiny off the show? Let me know what y'all think about that, because that's what I done heard. That they trying to get rid of them. Because they really don't got no, Martell really don't got no storyline, because Mel gone. What are you gonna talk about? And a lot of people don't want Coleslaw on the show, because y'all remember that they usually have to vote on who's going to be on the show. Remember, they got to vote of who's going to be on the show. So I don't think they voted for Coleslaw to come on that show, in my personal opinion. Hello, Thelma, my tea sipper. Just Mike and Martell are two broke real Thors. They want people to look after them. Okay. Coleslaw and Dustpan are lazy and she not consistent. Okay. But you know what? Well, maybe she didn't got her shit together, because she asked her for full custody of Law, and y'all know Leberic made good money. He got that restaurant. He worked for Bowen. And if she could get full custody of Law, she'll be getting some damn good child support. If she can get full custody of Law, she gonna get some good child support. Just saying. Just saying. If that's what she going for, that she trying to say that she trying to say, what she trying to say, corporate punishment. So if she can get child support, because right now she don't get no child support. If she can get child support, she'll be getting some healthy child support. Because Bear got that restaurant, and he works for Bowen. She'll be getting some good money if she can get that child support. Let me see what y'all saying. The average Black income in the city is about $38,000 a year. Okay. I could see them pushing Martell and Destiny out. That's what I'm saying. That somebody said they're trying to push them out. They're trying to push out Martell and Destiny. Because if y'all notice, from what I've been seeing on clips, and then when I be on other people's channels, I have just seen him on clips lately. But they said the first half, Martell and Destiny was missing in action. So do y'all think they trying to write them out? I mean, off the show? Because what's going to be the storyline for Martell? Because they have to vote people in. Is that correct? They got to vote people in that they want to be on the show? And if they got to vote Coleslaw in, they're not going to vote her in. Just saying. You said Dusty not getting full custody. Her prior filings were thrown out. She repeating the accusation. Okay. So Doc Willie said she not getting full custody. It's alleged that Destiny doesn't have a stable place to stay, allegedly. I think Destiny and her dad stay together. Because somebody said that Destiny was staying with that therapist lady, but then they allegedly got into it. So they're not staying together no more. Or does she stay with her dad? Somebody said she either stay with their dad, their roommates, or either that therapist lady. One or the other. Because the cost of living in Huntsville shouldn't be that high for no 2-bedroom. Because the South, they cost of living should be lower. Hello, Hello, Deborah Randall, my tea sipper. Ain't the cost of living in Huntsville cheaper? Destiny is looking for the same thing Martell is looking for, somebody to take care of her and or to use, and Destiny's not the kind of woman that is going to take care of a man. But yeah, you're right about that. I'm not surprised. Fletcher can knock out the scouts and they tell their family story. Yes, they can. If they get all their kids on there, and if they get what's her name? What is Chris Fletcher's daughter name? Lexi. If they get Lexi on there too, because you know Lexi will tell everything. You think? Hey, Sonya. You said Destiny probably put her daddy in a senior home. Because allegedly, Destiny dad gave her a lot of money to open up Madonna. A lot of money. Allegedly. I'm hearing that the Fletchers. In a minute. Let's see. I'm hearing that the Fletchers is the favorite of the show. Okay. Now, now they're trying to say that that baby that Lance got is really not his baby because where's the mother? But somebody said they found the mother. They trying to say that baby is Lance's 18-year-old daughter's baby. Now, do y'all believe that? Because that's why Destiny called herself mad at Lance because he had that baby. But I'm confused because they saying that Destiny said she never slept with Lance. So do y'all think that's Lance's baby or is it his daughter baby? Who baby is it? You said it's alleged that Destiny dad is in a living assistant home, allegedly. Okay. The cost of living is high in here if you don't earn enough. Okay, Lawrence. Oh, okay. Yeah, Lexi. If they could get Lexi to come on the show and then the rest of the kids, Chris Jr. and then her daughter and her niece can to come on there, and maybe her sister who helped her run the daycare, I think the Fletchers can take the show over because they really got a daycare business. But do y'all think Chris gonna get his real estate license back? Let me know what y'all think in the chat. Do y'all think Chris gonna get his real estate license back? It's obvious that Destiny isn't business minded. Took her dad's money. Shameful. Yeah, but you know, she been because you know her daddy. They said he had a really good job. He had retirement money, and I guess he allegedly and for entertainment purposes only, he loaned her that money to help her get Madani started. I guess allegedly that she's supposed to pay him back when you know when the store got off the ground and got kicked off and everything. Because for a while people were saying Destiny was a flight attendant, but then somebody said that she was a travel agent. Some people said she was a flight attendant. Some people said she was a travel agent. I don't know which one it was, but it was one of those, allegedly. Just might waste money living above her means, and now she filed for bankruptcy. Shaking my damn head. And then somebody said that she had put that money that she owed Leberic in that bankruptcy. I wonder, can she do that? And the money she was supposed to pay for the guardian lighting, I wonder could she put that in that bankruptcy? They said she did. Lance and his baby mama are going back and forth to court. Well then, how did Lance get the baby then? She would have had to have gave Lance that baby. Because why would Lance have the baby? Something had to happen. They just don't um give no man no baby. Why did he get that baby then? Something had to happen. You said it's his baby, Chanel? Because somebody said it's his daughter baby. Well, okay. Whomever baby it is, she has lost temporary custody, so it could be his baby or his daughter. Oh, okay. As long as Chris does what's required to get it back, he should get his license. Oh, okay. That'll be good because that, his income. Chris will be an assistant manager at the Popeyes before he gets his license back. You think so? Well, they say Neil got money. That's what Lexi said. Now, Lexi said that Neil is the breadwinner. They said Neil got the money. That's what they said. Chris has to wait a year before he takes the test again to get his license. Really? I thought he would just have to pay those fines. Destiny is a 304. Okay. All right, Lorcy. Destiny put those lies out there. Destiny put those lies out there. I don't believe that Lance did a live and said that it was his baby, allegedly. Oh, because I think Destiny is the one allegedly that said that was his daughter's baby. Because I did hear her say that. She said it on the live that was his daughter's baby. I think she said that because she was shamed. I do think she said that because she was shamed. She didn't know that Lance had that baby. That's why she's mad at Neil. You said Moses said she was a flight attendant? Now, flight attendants make good money. So I don't know why she gave that job up. You said it's 50-50 on Chris getting his license back? Okay. Wow, a year? That's a mighty long time. Yes, that is, Deborah. Lance baby mama has some issues with the social service. Oh, wow. Okay, Fletcher has to pay those fees to get clear. Well, they said Neil got the money. Oh, on the rocks with Jade found Lance baby mama. She has other kids. I think she is 29. Wow. Hey, Gil. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Dusty and Hotel have been dealing with one another for a while now, according to those Alabama streets. Allegedly, why do you think Mel questions Destiny about the rumors with Hotel? Oh, okay. Allegedly. Because I thought that was really strange. Leberic just eased on off of Love and Marriage Huntsville, and then him and Martell stopped being friends. There was no argument, no nothing. So that's why I'm asking, did he maybe find out, did Leberic maybe find out that Destiny and Martell was messing around? Because Leberic ain't said nothing, unless he told somebody else. Because why is Destiny and Martell so close? Because Leberic introduced Destiny to Martell and Melanie at the same time. So why is she siding with Martell so hard? I don't understand it. Because Melanie said that she would be talking to Destiny on the phone, and she would tell Melanie, I'm going to have to call you back as Martell on the phone. Why would she do that? Why was she rocking with Martell so hard over Melanie? And they met them both at the same time. She met them both at the same time. Why was she rocking so hard with Martell? Just saying. Just saying. The dust mite ain't doing nothing worthwhile. Still waiting on the quick fix. Yep, I think she thought that. Thought that she could get Moses back. That's what I think she thought she could get him back. But it was too late. He went and married Sonny. She thought she was going to be able to get Moses back, and that's another thing. She thought she was going to be able to get Moses back because she know Moses got money. She thought she could get him back, but it was too. Sonny had he had already snatched up Sonny and married her. Chris has to wait 4 years before he can reapply for his real estate license. 4 years? I thought if he paid the fines, he could get the license back. The mother could have mental health problems. Maybe not a stable place to live. The courts may feel the baby could be in danger or unfit. But if she have other kids, do she got custody of her other kids? Seems they should have known that folks would be curious when Lance posted the baby on IG last Thanksgiving. Yes. But see, this is the thing. I don't understand why Destiny is mad if she say her and Lance never slept together. Because now that's why she wants to date the now that's why she wants to date the god brother now. Or Will. So I get why well, you know what, I guess she's gonna date both of them. She wants to date the god brother and she said Trish is supposed to be hooking her up with Will. So I guess she dating both of them then. She wants to date the god brother and she wants to date Will. Because on a clip, she told Trish and Kimmy that they need to find her somebody because she said she keep picking the wrong people. That's what she said. Now, how is Trish? I mean, how is Ken? I'm sorry. How is Letitia and Kimmy gonna find her somebody? That's what I'm trying to figure out. And Trish, how they supposed to find Destiny somebody? And especially Letitia and Kimmy, how they supposed to find her somebody? Just saying. Destiny and Martell are the same people. Yep, I think so too. Because Dusty working all the angles on the show. Okay. Because she chose said it. 50 likes, 47 in the chat. Thank you, Linda. I don't think she can go without no man, y'all. That's what I think. I don't think she can go without no man. I don't think she can go without no man. Oh, hello, Gail. Hello, welcome, welcome, welcome. Dust might needs time to herself, needs to work on her attitude and personality, running after men, not working out for her at all. No, it ain't. And then she needs to spend some time with her son because she's saying that her son has some problems. She said, you know, he's delayed some, so I think she should spend more time with her son. Just saying, not saying nothing wrong with her, but I think she should spend some time with her son. You know, you don't have to have no man. You don't, because if you it don't it seems like she didn't take time out for herself when she got a divorce from Leberic, and when she broke up with Mo, she never took any time out for herself. Allegedly, y'all. I'm just gonna say allegedly. It don't seem like she took any time out for herself. That's what I'm gonna say. Allegedly. I believe she's only saying she did not sleep with Lance, so it does not look bad if she sleeps with his god brother. Right. Nail Godson has put Destiny on blast. Oh, because it looked like in the scene, from what I've seen on the clip, that Nail was talking to Lance and her godson, and she didn't like that like Lance and her godson, was at odds, like I guess the godson was asking Lance, is it okay if he, took Destiny on a date or something to that effect, and I don't think Miss Nail liked it that. But I don't know why nobody want to do that anyway. Why would you want to date somebody? Uh, you friends with the mama, and then you didn't already went out with her son. Now you want to go out with the damn guy, with the guy's son. I don't know. I don't know why nobody would want to do that. I don't know. Just my personal opinion. Why would you want to go out with somebody else from that family? Just asking. I don't know. Why would you want to go out with somebody else from the damn family? You said dust mites, hot box needs to be on ice. Yes. You said that baby has issue because Dusty has issue. Something. Because she's trying to say the baby got issues because Leberic did some type of DV to his girlfriend, and also he saw DV when her and Leberic was married, and now Leberic is back with his girlfriend that he did the DV to. She said that's why her son is acting out and having issues. But I'm trying to figure out, how did your son see any DV when y'all was together and y'all broke up when the little boy was what, 6 or 7 months, 6 or 7 weeks old? So how would he see something? How would the baby see anything if he was only 6 or 7 weeks old? Let me know. I didn't know the baby could see nothing. I don't know. But that's what she said. That's what Destiny said. Y'all let me know if the baby could see something. Yeah, he kept saying it on Destiny TikTok Live. He's telling her don't hurt him. Allegedly. I'm just gonna say allegedly, but I'm just telling you what I heard. He was telling her not to you know, don't hurt him. But I don't know. So it seems like to me he more scared of Destiny uh than Leberic. Because I don't hear him saying that with Leberic. Just saying. Now, when he lived with Leberic, he's more calmer to me. When he with Leberic, he's calm. He don't act like he act with Destiny. Just saying. Now, I'm not questioning nobody parenting because parenting don't come with no handbook, but I don't think that she can handle him. Just saying. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I just don't think she can handle him. Y'all let me know if I'm missing something. If I'm missing something here. Let me know, guys. Now, guys, we're gonna just talk about a couple of stories, but we're gonna get back to that in just a second here. But we're gonna get back to that in 1 second. We're gonna get back to Miss Destiny. Said Destiny. You said Destiny Rig DNA has affected the little boy. Raggedy DNA. You said Destiny Raggedy DNA has affected the little boy. I think so too. Them 304s are no voice of reason. I saw that, and she told the child to go get in the tub. Yeah, yep, by itself. And you know you can't not let no little toddler go get in no tub or do nothing by themselves. They've been drown themselves. They can't do that. You the mama, you supposed to run the bath water, make sure it's at the right temperature. Because he go in there try to run a bath water or a shower, he can, cut on that hot water and scald himself. You have to do that as a mother. Make sure, it's the right temperature and stuff. And make sure, if it's taking a bath, that's not too much water or nothing in there. Just in my opinion, that's what I did for my kids. But, I'm telling nobody how to. Y'all, we gonna go to another topic and for just a moment here. These churches are ripping people off, guys. Not all of them, but some of them. Some of them are ripping people off. This pastor just got charged here, and we're gonna take a look at that for a moment here. Some of these churches, y'all, ain't no good. Some of these churches are no good, y'all. Look at this. Let's look at this, y'all. Let me turn it on.
Tampa diving deeper into the church and its leaders. But we begin with Aaron Mesmer live in Avila with more on the raid and reaction from neighbors. Aaron.
Yeah, Haley, and these neighbors were absolutely stunned by what went on this morning. Neighbors in this community, they woke up to helicopters.
Two church leaders with ties to Tampa are facing federal charges tonight. They're at the center of what investigators are calling a multi-million-dollar conspiracy involving money laundering, forced labor, and abuse. This follows multiple FBI raids this morning, including at a home in the affluent Avalon neighborhood in Hillsborough County. This was part of a nationwide takedown. Fox 13 is covering this investigation from multiple angles. Our Kylie Jones is at the federal courthouse in Tampa, diving deeper into the church and its leaders. But we begin with Aaron Mesmer live in Avila with more on the raid and reaction from neighbors. Aaron.
Yeah, Haley, and these neighbors were absolutely stunned by what went on this morning. Neighbors in this community, they woke up to helicopters.
Two church leaders with ties to Tampa.
Helicopters and FBI agents raiding a home in Avila. And once they found out why those federal agents were there, it was even more surprising.
Some of you say, I don't have 100,000, but you have 20,000. You have 50,000 here, or you have 10,000.
That's video of David Taylor asking viewers to send money to his church. Federal authorities now say Taylor used donations to fund an extravagant lifestyle that included this massive mansion in Tampa's affluent Avila community. FBI agents raided the home Wednesday morning.
It's very surprising to hear that type of thing was going on again right in your backyard.
It's unclear what authorities took from the home. This view from Skyfox shows several cars lined up with gift bows on top. Neighbors say the 10-bedroom, 10.5 bathroom, 20
Helicopters and FBI agents.
28,000 square foot mansion is one of the largest in Avila.
Because they was like, how could a pastor afford to live in a house like that?
According to the 23-page federal indictment, this house is one of several properties throughout the country purchased by Taylor's Kingdom of God Global Church. He's the pastor and referred to himself as an apostle, according to court documents. The indictment alleges Taylor recruited people to work at call centers, referring to them as armor bearers. Investigators say they were his, quote, personal servants who fulfilled Taylor's demands around the clock and were never paid. Taylor and executive director Michelle Brannon are accused of controlling nearly every aspect of the workers' lives, cutting them off from family and forcing them to take contraceptives. Human trafficking advocates say it's a devastating situation.
And you really had
28,000 square foot mansion is one of the largest.
every aspect of human trafficking. You had individuals who were, brought to a facility that they couldn't leave. They weren't being paid. They had production goals that they had to meet.
And authorities say if the workers failed to reach Taylor's monetary goals, they faced punishment, including public humiliation, food and shelter restrictions, sleep deprivations, and physical and psychological abuse. The Crisis Center of Tampa Bay's CEO says these victims will likely face a long recovery. She says there's another lesson every community can learn from this.
This can happen in one of our most affluent zip codes in Hillsborough County. It can happen in your backyard. It can happen in my backyard.
As for the folks who lived with alleged human trafficking, fraud, and money laundering happening in their backyards.
I hope it's not true, but if it is, he deserves everything he's going to get. Every aspect of human trafficking, you had individuals who.
Guys, how do y'all feel about this? The pastor, the man was, I ain't never seen no. The man had cars lined up with gift bows. Then you had to work a phone to bring money into the church. If you ain't got 100,000, I know you got 50,000. Woo! He was racking up. Wow. You know, the Discovery and TLC channel did a documentary on the mega church and the regular churches. That is so sad. That's what makes people not want to go to church, y'all. I don't know, that Willie. They never paid the people. I mean, was the people brainwashed? Sound like a cult. People have to know better. You should know when something is not right. Sleep deprivation, 10 bedroom, 10 and a half bath. Wow, people need to be more this. Yes, I saw this story this morning on the news. Look, I ain't got it. You said sound like Marvin Sappler. Yeah, these churches are asking for so much money, y'all. I, I ain't got no 10 bedroom house. You said there are demons out there. Don't pay God's name. No, look, this man, did you hear? He said 100,000. Then he went to 50,000. I ain't got it. I ain't got it. These people should be ashamed of themselves. They couldn't even leave. They had them taking contraceptives so they couldn't get pregnant or nothing. No, I ain't able to do it. I'm not. I can't do it. Mm-mm. I ain't able to do it. I thought you're supposed to give what you can. There's a lot of I don't think, just my personal opinion, I don't think no pastor should be living like that. Just my personal opinion. Okay, guys, let's get to this story right here. They didn't put out more information. They didn't put out more information, guys, about this story, about the husband, the wife, and the mistress. They lived in Tennessee, guys. They lived in Tennessee. That's what I couldn't get where they lived at, guys. They lived in Tennessee.
Tennessee, and let this be a reminder: stop pulling up to people's house no matter what's going on. If you're not announced and you're not welcome, don't pull up to these people's house. So let this be a cautionary tale. But I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. Meet 42-year-old Kiana Wilson, and let's just call this husband. We're gonna call him husband. So husband had an issue, and Kiana had an issue. He was cheating on his wife. Yeah, and his wife called him with a woman named Kiosha Greer. This is Kiosha Greer. Now, not saying she a bad person, but this lady already had a background of attempted murder and stalking. Yes, something that Kiana did not know about. If she would have took the time to look this up, she would have knew that she was coming to approach the wrong person at the wrong house. Like, nah, she wasn't going. So for whatever reason, husband told Kiana, or it's alleged that the husband refused to stop dealing with Kiosha, and the wife knew about this. This hence how she was able to pull up exactly to the woman's house. So it was said upon arrival of Kiana arriving to the house that the lady let off a shot through the door. And everybody was saying, or at least how the police report put it, this was a warning shot. This was not the shot that hit her. After that, after the first shot, she still proceeded to go inside of the house after the first shot. Now at this time, I'm thinking that the husband came out first. They was arguing and she was trying to get in there to the young lady, right? This is what I'm thinking. Because they said after the whole situation, after she got into the house, so I'm guessing they had an altercation, they maybe had been fighting, whatever or not, she ends up getting shot in the torso. So I'm pretty sure after all this happened, it was chaos or whatnot like that. But Kiosha Greer is not being charged with anything. She has not been charged. This is another story where I seen where somebody, a woman, went to another woman's house and they are no longer here with us. And This is something that males usually don't do, because if a man comes to another man's house, he already know what to bring with him. He already know what to bring with him. Because men, especially people in general, do not take a good liking to you pulling up to where they lay their head at. That will make a person feel unsafe and uneasy. And them type of people, once they feel like that, will do anything. Is she wrong? Hell no. Now, I'm not condoning cheating or whatever. These things gonna happen with or without me. But what I am gonna say is, you never pull up to nobody's house, no matter what the circumstances. Contact them on the phone, reach out to them respectfully, amicably, and maybe you can find out the things you need to find out. But in this case, this is a sad situation. Now, this happened like 4 or 5 days ago in Tennessee. Y'all drop down in the comments. Let me know how y'all feel. Yo, we got a crazy story coming out of Nashville, Tennessee. And let this be a reminder. Stop pulling up to people's house no matter what's going on. If you not announced and you not welcome, don't pull up to these people's house. So let this be a cautionary tale. But I ain't going to hold y'all too long. Meet 42-year-old Keona Wilson. And let's just call this husband. We're going to call him husband. So husband had an issue and Keona had an issue. He was cheating on his wife. Yeah, and his wife called him with a woman named Keosha Greer. This is Keosha Greer. Now, not saying she a bad person, but this lady already had a background of attempted murder and stalking. Yes, something that Keona did not know about. If she would have took the time to look this up, she would have knew that she was coming approach the wrong person at the wrong house. Like, nah, she wasn't going. So for whatever reason, husband told
That's why I want to get some more information. This lady had already had a case on her. The girlfriend, she already had a case on her for attempted murder before. So I don't think this lady did a background check on this lady, because this lady right here is about that life. The lady had already had a case on her for stalking as well. So she didn't care about taking this lady out. Just saying. You say I tell family and classmates to call before showing up. Yeah. You don't come to nobody's house. Yeah, but you know what? That's what happened to that other pastor, y'all. Y'all remember that other pastor who's dressed with all the Gucci stuff on, and that lady went there and she said she invested whatever money she got from a lawsuit to that other pastor, and he ended up getting what, 7 or 8 years? I don't know. These people go to these churches and tell these pastors all their business. Now, that lady, I don't know. I don't know how the pastor found out she got all that money, but he found out and he tricked her out of all of her money. Bishop Whitehead, yeah. He in prison again, because he was in prison before. You don't tell nobody about your finances. I don't care if he is your pastor. That ain't none of his business. You give the church what you can. I ain't got it. But this man here was asking for 100,000, 50,000. You should have knew right then and there he was scheming. Yeah, you should have knew right then and there that he was scheming. He was scheming. No. I just ain't got it. I just can't do it. I just ain't got it. I just ain't got it. Some is wrong. I'm not giving nobody nothing. Let's go over to this right here. Let's go over to this. I told y'all this world right that we live in is in a bad shape, y'all. I don't know. Let's go over to this right here. This world we live in right now is in a bad shape, y'all. This could have been coleslaw and Martell situation. I'm glad that Melanie divorced Martell. Right. Yeah, and folks got to have common sense, y'all. You got to have common sense. Now, y'all know what happened with the Catholic school today with the shooter. So we're going to just take a look at that for a moment here.
Minneapolis at a Catholic school and church. You guys, this one gets bizarre. Now, there's a lot to unpack, a lot of questions, but here's what we know so far. The suspect that committed this crime is 23-year-old Robin Westman, aka Robert Westman, a trans person who went to the school, unaliving 2 kids and injuring 17 others. Right off the bat, why is it that we've seen a huge influx of trans mass shooters in the last 5 to 10 years? You have Denver, Iowa, Nashville, Philly, just to name a few, and now this one, definitely not a pattern to ignore. Reports also say that his mom, Marie Grace, actually worked at the school he attacked, which makes sense because in his manifesto, he had a schematic of a church he was going to attack. I'm assuming it was this one. Yes, that same parent who helped him transition from Robert to Robin back when he was a minor. But let's keep moving. But here's where it gets confusing. So he had a video manifesto showing all his gun magazines with writings on them that says anti-gay, anti-Jew, anti-black, anti-Latino. But he has another magazine clip that says sponsored by BlackRock. Now, how is this possible when the founder and CEO of BlackRock, Larry Fink, is Jewish? This is starting to scream psyop to me. And remember the governor of Minnesota, Tim Walz, said this: "I become friends with school shooters," which I find pretty interesting that not only him, the mayor, and the attorney general have all stated that the state is a safe haven for trans people. Interesting. Here's another question. If he was so anti-Jewish, anti-Israel, he even wrote Israel Must Fall in his magazines, how come he attacked a Catholic school instead of a synagogue where there's a bunch of Jewish people? But it gets even weirder. So just yesterday, there was another shooting where a person was unalive and several injured in Minnesota across the street from a Catholic school. What are the chances? In which they never caught the shooters. So is there a connection here? It doesn't stop there, because also in his manifesto, he has this sketch where it's him looking into a mirror and a demon staring back, and the writing is all in Russian, and it basically has a conversation between him and the demon saying, unalive yourself. So there's that. In a conspiracy turn of events, I tweeted this about 3 days ago saying it's been a slow couple of weeks in the news cycle. I feel like something big is coming going into the fall, but that's not all. How is it that this movie Weapons is predicting things once again where 17 kids go missing in the middle of the night at 217 and the parent has a dream with an AR with the numbers 217 on it? This is actually in reference to back in 2022, the House passed HR 1808, which is the assault weapons ban, passing exactly with 217 votes. But it didn't pass the Senate, never becoming law. Now, speaking of 217, 2 children were unalived, with 17 others being injured. That's just weird. Make sure you guys get into my Telegram, but what do you guys think about all this? Let me know below. So there was a shooting today in Minneapolis at a Catholic school and church. You guys, this one gets bizarre. Now, there's a lot to unpack, a lot of questions, but here's what we know so far. The suspect that committed this crime is 23-year-old Robin Westman, aka Robert Westman, a trans person who went to the school.
Now, this is weird. This is weird. The mom worked at the school. The mom worked at the school. So was he trying to unalive his mom as well? But why would he unalive people at his mom? It doesn't make any sense. This doesn't make any sense. Why would he go to that school? Is it because the Catholic don't agree with transgenders? I'm trying to. Is it because that the hmm? I'm trying to figure this out. I'm, so so his mother worked at the school. So he was a trans. So he went from Robert to Robin. And his mother was there doing the. Yes, his mother was there doing the shooting. You said the mother worked at the school in the past? Okay. It might be against his mom too. Okay. According to the article I just read, she entered the home. So I'm. Oh, wow. I don't know if Tennessee has stand your ground law. I think they should because you know the red states do. You said Pastor Dion was asking his church for a lot of money as well. Oh wow. 56 likes, 52 in the chat. Thank you, Linda. Um yeah, I don't know if he was going by was he going I don't know if he was going by Robin or Robert. You said Dustin and Hotel have been together when Dustin was with LB and Moses. Oh wow. Okay, yeah. That's what I was trying to figure out. I didn't. That's what I was trying to figure out. The way she goes so hard for Martell. That's why I'm like, okay, are they undercover lovers? Because how they go up for each other. That's what I was. That's why I was trying to figure it out. Are they together? But the reason I started thinking that Martell and Destiny were together when she's like, he came when I was real low. He came and she even said he bought her a pow pow and took her to the ring to teach her how to teach the pow pow. And so that's when then I started thinking something was going on with them and how they go up against, for one another. If Martell called, like Melanie said, if she's on the phone talking to Dusty, when Martell calls, she tell Melanie she got to call her back. So I started already thinking something was going on. And then how if he get into it with people on the show, how she always go up for Martell, no matter what. So I'm like, okay, is y'all secret lovers? What is it? If y'all going together, they should just come on out with it. If they're a couple, wasn't nothing else surprises. If they're a couple, they should just come on out and say they're a couple. Because, like I said, it was something funny that him and Leberic stopped being friends. So if they're a couple, just say they're a couple. I don't think Coleslaw would care because she ain't gonna leave no matter what. If they're a couple, just say they're a damn couple. You don't believe her when she said it. Okay. Okay, guys, let's get over here to Tamar and Funky Dineva because we got to cover that. Now, okay, so do y'all believe the story? Do y'all believe that Funky Dineva did not know that he was being filmed for Tamar's video? Do y'all think Funky Dineva was in on it, or do y'all think Funky Dineva didn't know? Do you think Funky Dineva thought that Tamar and MENDEECEE'S was messing around for real, or did he know that this was for her video, for her new song that came out, that she just dropped? Because Tamar trying to say that her teeth get knocked out, her nose getting fractured and everything, and the way her and MENDEECEE'S was cozying up to each other was all for her new song, and it was for her video. Now, guys, let me know if I'm wrong here. When did MENDEECEE'S start appearing in people's video and acting? I didn't know MENDEECEE'S act. When did he start doing this? And I know, yeah, he be in movies and stuff, but when did MENDEECEE'S start acting? Is he taking acting lessons that we don't know nothing about? I've never seen MENDEECEE'S in any movies or videos. Have y'all? No, Mama was retired. I thought I could be wrong. Okay, 57 likes, 57 in the chat. Thank you. Now, guys, let me know if I'm wrong. Have y'all ever seen MENDEECEE'S in any Tubi movies, in any movies or any videos before? I haven't even seen him in a video with Yandy. So why would Tamar, out of every man, pick MENDEECEE'S to be in her video? This is not making sense to me. Why out of all the men in Atlanta would she pick MENDEECEE'S to be in her video? This is just weird right here. And then Funky acting like he don't know what the hell going on. Now, I'm sure there have to be cameras and stuff there. So do y'all think Funky didn't even knew what was going on all along and they planned this? But Funky on his show, Tamar set him up to take the fall like he did something to her. Or do y'all think they planned it? And Funky just wanted to be out here only wanted to be out here trending. Or do y'all think Tamar and Funky set the whole thing up? Because he's trying to act like he didn't know nothing. I don't know. What y'all think? Let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think this was a setup? She was, hello, Yvette. She was like the boy who cried wolf. Something ain't right, guys. Did Funky not get paid? Because Funky acting like he don't know what happened. That's what Funky, he talking about Tamar not no good friend. She let him be out here to be dragged and he didn't know what was going on. So Funky said he don't know he don't know what's going on. So we're gonna take a look here, guys. We're gonna take a look at it, guys. I've never seen MENDEECEE'S in no Tubi movie, no videos or nothing. So here it is, guys.
But we already know you shouldn't even be dealing with him.
And you around here going through by that lady husband?
What?
Girl, you a better woman than I ever be.
Oh, wait a minute. They are not together. Okay, Vince, I need advice. What do?
Well, you gotta love yourself first.
I didn't cheat. I got taken down.
And you expect for him to get over that?
I ain't know we're gonna get real life in there, bitch.
No, it's about to get real life in here.
Either you cut it, I cut it.
No, we're not cutting it.
Okay, well, I'm cutting it. Just give me the goddamn thing. I'll do it.
You guys were not equally yoked.
But there is a time where a man stops being a hoe, right?
When they want to.
Well, as long as they hang down in the front, they're gonna run. But they don't want you running.
If he's the only thing I got, well then I must not have a lot.
I gotta pee.
But I've grown, baby.
So I've never seen men, like I said, I ain't never seen Mendeecees in nothing. Nothing. She says the moment you all been waiting for, my real life heartbreak album, story and movie, starting my friend Mendeecees's new EP, Heartbreak Retrograde, available September 19th. Well, Funky looked like he in on this, so I'm confused here. But Funky said he didn't know what was the hell going on. Y'all let me know what y'all think. So what are y'all thinking? Hello, Audrey. You said she is playing a dirty game. Okay. Like I said, I don't. Let me see. Okay, do y'all remember on the first and last girls' trip, Mel confronted Dusty about the rumors between her and Hotel? Let me think about that. Oh, I do remember. I do remember that. I surely do. I do remember Melody confronting Dusty about that. Yes, I do. I remember that now. So do you think Leberic told Melody that they were sleeping together? Allegedly? He had nothing to do with it? Okay. Tamar is a drama queen. Funky did say Tamar needs to pay him for his pain. Well, yeah, because she didn't put him in a video. But then Funky is in the video. So he didn't know nothing of being in the video. I'm confused, y'all. Let me know what y'all. Tamar is playing a side chick in the movie. Well, then how did Funky don't know nothing if he in the video? Peace and blessings to you as well. She is playing a dirty game. I remember, and Dusty was not believable. Nope. Hello. See, look, I'm just gonna say this. I ain't never seen Mendeecees in no movies and no videos. Why all of a sudden is he in Tamar's video? Is this the cover up for them messing around? When has Mendeecees took any acting lessons? I ain't never heard about Mendeecees taking no damn acting lessons. I think Mendeecees wants some of that Braxton cuckoo. Just saying. And y'all know Tamar, baby. Tamar, Tamar, you think she wouldn't get down with Mendeecees? Yes, she would. I think. Look, I'm just still trying to believe why is it that she wanted Mendeecees to be in the video out of all the people in Atlanta. Why Mendeecees? Some ain't clean in the buttermilk here. I think Funky knew about the video, but I don't think he knew about the BS about the nose and teeth. Tamar needs serious mental health treatment. Yes, she does. Yes, she does, Deborah. Something ain't right with Tamar. Funky said he didn't know about Tamar's missing teeth. Tamar is weird. Yeah. Well, then what did the teeth and the nose have to do with this video? That's what I'm confused about. Guys, But then Funky said he didn't get paid, but you up here in the video. You in the video. So you must have knew something, got paid something. These people on these reality shows, I don't know. And Tamar, I don't know. She ain't been right. She ain't, to me, Tamar ain't been right since her and Vince got a divorce. Tamar been out here in these streets. Now I do know that they said that Vince put hands on her. So I'm not saying she should have stayed with Vince by no means. But I'm just saying she ain't been right since she ain't, been with Vince. That's all I'm saying. She ain't been right. That's all I'm saying. She was a stable one at first. When she was with Vince. But I did hear allegedly Vince bit her finger and did all this other weird shit to her. Jumped on her allegedly and all this other stuff. Then she been out here with all these other guys and everything. But it looked like she had a boyfriend and this other picture that she was showing on her Instagram. So I don't know who that man was. Allegedly. I'm just going to say allegedly. You said Tamar was crazy before then? Okay. I believe Mendeecees and Tamar is playing post office. She was just trying to promote her new album. Okay. Remember how terrible she did her sister Tracy? Yes. She did Tracy really bad. She did. She did Tracy bad. Yes, I remember that. Yes, she did. But they're saying that Tawana don't like Tamar. I don't know if that's because of how she did Tracy, but that's what they're saying. And they saying that Trina's husband don't treat her good either. That's what they saying. Trina's husband don't treat her well either. Because Tawana didn't even invite Tamar to her wedding. That's what allegedly has been said, that Tawana didn't even invite her to the wedding. Allegedly. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. These women, I don't know. A lot of them can't do without no man. That's the problem. They can't do without no man. That's a problem. We're gonna get into a little Black history, guys. We're gonna get into a little Black history here. Yeah, now I got to get into my Black history. So this is what happened to the Black community. Y'all see this? 1940s. Paradise Valley, Detroit. Right? Look at it now. Black community. It was thriving and everything. They went here and made a highway. 1940s. Look at it now. Made a highway through it. So this is what they do. Wait a minute. So that was a thriving Black community, and they went there and put a highway through it. So anytime we get anything, this is what they do. $1940. This is what they do. Anytime anything we have good, they'll say they need it for a park. They need it for a baseball field. They need it for highways. They need it for a lake. Anything that's going good for the Blacks, they need it for something. Yep, so that's what they did. It's just a shame that Black people are not allowed to have anything. Let me know what y'all think about that in the comments, guys. That's just a shame that we are not allowed to have anything. And they say that we don't try to do nothing for ourselves. We try to do a lot of stuff for ourselves. But y'all just take it away. Just saying. Just saying. We got another story, guys, about Lake Lanier. It's always something about Lake Lanier, guys, that's going on.
Communities became too successful in America. They didn't just face racism, they faced complete erasure. Towns like Oscarville, Georgia were thriving. Black-owned land, businesses, churches. But in 1912, after false accusations and white mob violence, over 1,000 Black residents were forced to flee. Soon after, Oscarville was flooded. What stands there now? Lake Lanier. People swim, boat, and vacation right above a drowned Black town. And Oscarville wasn't the only one. Seneca Village, a Black community in Manhattan, was destroyed to build Central Park. Vanport, Oregon, was swept away in a flood after housing thousands of Black workers. Lake Martin in Alabama, another underwater grave of Black history. These weren't accidents. They were erasures, sanitized, covered in water. Because if Black success can't be controlled, then it must be erased. They buried the evidence. Now we're digging it up. Oscarville, a thriving Black town in Georgia, was destroyed and flooded. Its remains now lie beneath Lake Lanier, one of many lakes hiding erased Black communities. The towns are gone, but we still remember. Follow for the truth. They didn't just burn Black towns, they flooded them. When Black communities became too successful in America, they didn't just face racism, they faced complete erasure. Towns like Oscarville, Georgia were thriving. Black-owned land, businesses, churches. But in 1912, after false accusations and white mob violence, over 1,000 Black residents were forced to flee. Soon after, Oscarville was flooded. What stands there now? Lake Lanier. People swim, boat, and vacation right above a drowned Black town. And Oscarville wasn't the only one. Seneca Village, a Black community in Manhattan, was destroyed to build Central Park. Vanport, Oregon, was swept away in a flood after housing thousands of Black workers. Lake Martin in Alabama, another underwater grave of Black history. These weren't accidents. They were erasures, sanitized, covered in water. Because if Black success can't be controlled, then it must be erased. They buried the evidence. Now we're digging it up. Oscarville, a thriving black town in Georgia, was destroyed and flooded. Its remains now lie beneath Lake Lanier, one of many lakes hiding erased black communities. The towns are gone, but we still remember. Follow for the truth. They didn't just burn black towns, they flooded.
So there's more towns that's been erased. So this is what they do to all the black towns that are ever. So we're going to talk about this one right here. So Madam C.J. Walker, y'all remember her? I did not know this. They said that her granddaughters relaunched her. So the first black woman to become a millionaire, Madam C.J. Walker's great-granddaughters relaunched her historical hair care company over 100 years later. So this was Madam C.J. Walker's, and these are her great-granddaughters. They relaunched her product. So thank God that the Caucasian people didn't get a hold to it. So that's really neat right there. Her great-granddaughters relaunched her hairline. So this is her hairline right here, guys. Now, I know everybody know who Madam C.J. Walker is. Madam C.J. Walker is. These are her great-granddaughters who relaunched her product. I think I'm going to buy that if I see that in the store because it looks like some great products. Let me know if y'all will buy this product. Let me know if y'all will buy it. Let me go look at one more here. I'll look at one more. One more here. Now, this is interesting, guys. We're going to look at this one right here. Before women had the right to have credit in their names, Velma Grant secured a $2.29 million loan in 1946. Grant built 640 homes in Los Angeles, California, selling them to Black people in Willowbrook, an area just south of Whatis. Let's see if I can say this. So did y'all know that women could not have any type of credit or anything in their names? Look at this. So Grant hired one of the greatest architects in the United States, Paul Williamson, who designed approximately 2,500 buildings, notably and designed the 28th Street YMCA, the first AME Church of Los Angeles, a Black-owned Golden State Mutual Life Insurance Company in LA. The Coach Motel, just a few of the projects he constructed. The subdivision of 250 affordable single-family homes was intended for Black homeowners in the Willowbrook area. Grant envisioned a subdivision for Black families. She sold those first homes for $11,400 each and sold 110 homes on the first day. After building the home, she went on to build a shopping center as well. In just 3 years, she had built and sold 3,000, 5,000 worth of new homes to Black people in Los Angeles. So Black people they couldn't live in certain places. They couldn't live in certain places because we all know about Trump and his dad. They didn't want Black people living in certain places. So they had to sue him. And then Black women, women in general, they could have their own bank accounts. They couldn't have their own credit cards. They couldn't have anything. So that's why a lot of Black women stayed with their husbands because they had nowhere out. But do y'all think if Black women back then could have had their own money, their own bank accounts, their own jobs, that they would have left a lot of our grandfathers back then? Because they did a survey on women. These were Black and white women. And they said they most regret is getting married. Do you think if they had a way out back then that they would have stayed with our grandfathers? Because if y'all know this, a lot of, I'm going to say Black men, have kids all over. And how you find it out is that at their funeral, you'll start seeing kids come from all over. And your granddad, my granddad, uncles, and things like that, they've been and went all over town and had kids by different women. And I believe our grandmother and them knew that our granddad them was messing around on them, but they couldn't leave them because they didn't have any money. They didn't have no bank account or no way to make it. And I asked my mom that too. She said, well, where were they going to go with 6 and 7 kids and 10 kids? Because my grandmother had 13 kids. So she couldn't leave and go anywhere. Where was she going to go with 13 kids? But I believe if they had the resources that we have now, I don't think probably a lot of us would have been born. I think the women's would have left. I really do. I think the women's would have left. I don't think they would have stayed with our granddads. And some of us probably wouldn't have been here if they would have had the resources that they got now. A lot of them wouldn't have been here. Because I've seen this way too many times. And what our family. If one of our uncles or granddad, when our granddad died, there were kids that we never even seen before. Same thing with our uncles. Kids we ain't never seen before. I told y'all a story about what happened with my uncle. My cousin passed away. Here come another son. Ain't never seen him a day in our life. And he had another daughter. Same thing, he went to St. Louis. He had another son and a daughter. Ain't nobody never seen him a day in their life. But when he passed away, they came. But he had told his oldest son about the 2 other kids. And when he passed away, the oldest son called him and told him he had passed away. And they come on down there to the funeral. And everybody looking at the kids like, who the hell are they? And the son had to say, these is our brother and sister. And the crazy part is that the kids look just like them. Just saying. Just saying, y'all. I'm just saying. 61 likes. Do y'all think that we would be here? Do y'all think we would be here? Or do y'all think our grandma and them would have left their ass? My cousin was one of them. Okay. You said, Gail, they both lied. Dusty didn't attend school in Huntsville. Y'all know that's what she said. She said she attended school in Huntsville. That's what she said. But y'all do know, Dusty was not his best friend. It was Albia, the chemist. Albia was Martell's friend. She was Martell's best friend. Then she became Melanie's friend. Melanie chemist, and Martell was best friends. Yes. It wasn't Destiny. I think Destiny trying to take her identity, allegedly. Albia and Martell was best friends, not Destiny. Just saying. Because y'all remember, Melody had another line before she came out with 7th Avenue. Melody had a different line that it was her line, but, she was going to help Martell out as well. I guess it was going to be her and Martell line. It was, what was the name of that line that Melody had before 7th Avenue? It was, what was it called? The one she kicked Tisha out of. What was the name of that product? She kicked Tisha out of it. What was the name of it, y'all? What was the name of that? What was the name of it? Because she had kicked Tisha out of it. Embrace. There we go. She had Embrace. And Abia had helped them start Embrace. But when Martell got caught cheating, she dissolved Embrace. Yeah. So she had that. Yep. So yeah, guys. I think if a lot of women had resources to what we have now as women, I don't think a lot of us would have been here. I think our grandmama them would have left them, and our aunties them would have left our uncles and granddads and stuff. They wouldn't have stuck around for this BS with other women. And y'all know that uncles and granddads had kids all over town. All over town. My uncle had 3 sets of kids. 3 sets. 3 sets. My other uncle had 2 sets. Ain't nobody never seen the kids before. But when one of their kids passed away, then we met the other kids. And when the other uncle passed away, here come the other kids. And the one thing about it, let me tell y'all something. If y'all think that the sisters and brothers don't know what's going on, sisters and brothers know everything. When they brothers or some do something or got other kids by other women, they know. They know. Because when I asked my mama and I asked my uncle when we were in St. Louis, my mama them started looking around. And my uncle them started looking around. Who told y'all that? Who told y'all that? And we asked we said, did you know that he had these other kids? Both of them started looking at each other laughing. So brothers and sisters know when brothers and sisters are messing around with other men or women, they know. And my mom knew that my uncle had another son and daughter. I asked my mama straight up, I said, did you know? She said, well, yeah, well, it wasn't my business. That's the first thing that come out of her mouth. It wasn't her business. That's what she said. Everything ain't none her business. You said my maternal grandmother didn't marry any of her baby daddies. Oh, okay. She said herself that she was 6. She had 6 or 7 personalities on her Mental Monday YouTube show. Yeah, she said it. Yep. Oh yeah, these look. These men got kids all over the place. And like I said, they sisters and brothers and they mothers know. All of them know. But I told you, I asked my mother, she said, yep. She said it wasn't none of her business, but she knew. Same thing, we went down south. Another daughter popped up when my cousin died. He's one of my older cousins. His daughter, one of his daughter popped up. I'm asking who she is. Oh, that's such and such daughter. I said, where'd she come from? I ain't never seen her before. I said, oh, I just shook my head. And I asked my mom, I said, you know her? She said, yeah. I said, well, why you never tell us? Again, it ain't her business. If he wanted you to know, he would have told you. That's all they say. If they wanted you to know, they would have told you. But the sisters, the brothers, aunties, and uncles, they be knowing. Yeah, they know. All right, guys, we've been on here for 2 hours and 7 minutes. I'm getting ready to get off of here, but I appreciate each and every one of you guys for coming over to the live. Also, guys, on the video, there's a button where you can hype the video up, the live up, if you think it was a good live. If you don't mind, if you thought it was a good live, you can press the button to hype it up. Also, make sure you're liking the video and sharing the video so our channel can grow. All right, guys, if you didn't give a thumbs up when you came in, please give one on your way out. I will see you guys tomorrow. Good night, everyone. Good night. Good night. See you guys tomorrow.